All right, thanks so much for tuning in. If you're just joining us, the scoreboard is not up to date yet, but this is the first seconds of the Fundy Mariners versus the Fredericton Christian Academy Eagles. I'm David White, joined by Kevin Sheffers-Roy. How you doing, Kevin?
Oh, I'm doing good. I'm excited to see this game after watching both these teams play earlier.
Yeah.
I think they both won a redemption arc. They lost both of their games, but they both had a chance to come back, I think, and hopefully they'll get a win here now.
Yep, and some news. So if you haven't checked Facebook, the games that were scheduled for tomorrow have been canceled due to impending weather. So we've gone from a round-robin tournament to basically just a single knockout tournament. So this is the third place game, and later at 7 o'clock we will have the first place game between the Lakers and the Heartland Huskies.
They're playing for bronze here. Oh, my alarm's going off.
All right, here's Wong over to Kenge.
Number 15 with the ball. Oh, so close.
FCA just can't get anything going on offense right now. Fundy out to a 5-0 lead early.
Super close.
Kembe takes over. He was really dangerous under the paint, or in the paint rather, under the net in the previous game versus Harvey. FCA generally have a few players who are pretty strong on those rebounds. Hasn't paid off yet here in the early going.
Oh, that's going to go out of bounds. White's ball.
Well, looks like early timeout's going to be called.
That's a timeout already?
Not sure which team is calling that. But either way, teams will take a break, and coaches for the Eagles, they've got almost a team of coaches themselves. John McAloon, Scott Robertson, John Hunt, Mo Perez, and John Rice, all listed as coaches for the Eagles. On the Fundy side, Jordy Doak, the lone coach on the roster. However, there do seem to be a couple of other guys helping out on the bench. So,
is there a limit for the amount of coaches they can have?
You know what? I thought it was 3, but obviously it's bigger than 5 is the limit, because that's what the Eagles have. Rumor has it they were sending their coaches to the coaches tournament afterwards, the secret game at 9 o'clock.
You know who called that timeout?
No, I missed it. It wouldn't surprise me to hear it was FCA. When you're down early, they're down 5-0 right now.
Yeah.
So they probably want to make sure they get the ball back. Haven't really been able to get much going offensively. They are in the offensive zone, though, with only 8 seconds on the shot clock.
Ijali Bapic?
Yeah, Ilya,
trying to get in, but
I'm not sure. But Babic, number 12 in white, unable to get a shot away in time.
Number 4 for the blue.
Guilty of the travel. And sorry, check that. It is Elijah Babic. Thanks for the check there. From our cameraman, Ashton Little, he and Austin Jameson working behind the scenes here, pressing all the right buttons. Really running down the shot clock. 7 seconds left. FCA just getting the ball into the zone. Nice work on FCA's defense there. The double team, Boris Wong and Elijah Babic.
Number 2 with the ball. Number 8's going to try to take a shot. Oh, and it goes in. I think that's a 3-pointer.
Nicely done. That's Fish Wong wearing number 8 for the team in white.
Nice 2-pointer. I didn't catch what number that was.
Cohen Chase wearing
Cohen
number
Chase.
11. Yeah, the Fundy team, they've got their dark uniforms again, which I think it's cool they're taking a risk with the Mariners coming down vertical, but it doesn't leave a lot of room in front for the numbers. The numbers are small in front.
It's hard to see when they're like facing this way.
Exactly. Great C inside. Boris Wong found Fish Wong right under the net Huang able to put that ball up for an easy 2 points to tie this game up, 7-7.
Number 2 on a breakaway. Slowly losing the ball, but passes number 8. Number 8 trying to drive it in, and that's going to be a travel.
Yeah. I think he knew that. You could see the smile on his face and the nod as soon as the ref made that whistle. It's going to take a break now as Andy Wong checks in, number 13.
Loose ball. 4 is going to try to pass it in.
FCA with the full court press here, really putting on the defense hard.
I think that was number 3 trying to take that shot, but hit the rim there. Number 13 on White, pushing through.
Jay, do you want to get Austin to kind of show you how console works?
Looking for a pass. Oh, but gets stolen by Blue. Blue pushing the ball down, and that's going to be a little bit of a fumble. Blue really trying to keep the ball in play. But they keep trundling on it. Falling over. White ball now, passing in onto the paint.
Oh, tough break there as the ball off the hands of the Eagles and right into the hands of the Mariners. Come away with the takeaway, almost a gift.
They're getting really close with these 3-pointers. Number 10 on the White trying to go for a breakaway here. But fumbles it under the net.
Lambropoulos playing with a lot of intensity. We saw it in the early game versus Harvey. Someone who really doesn't hesitate to drive towards the paint. Drew his fair share of fouls.
White trying to pass in here. Oh, and they get it. Oh, really close layup by number 12, but it's going to hit the rim.
Great steal there by Kinney. Leading scorer so far this evening with 5 points for the Mariners.
Number 8's going to try to take a shot. Barely misses. Still in Blues control, though. They're going to try to go for a layup. Was that a foul?
It might have. Oh yeah, it was a foul. Yep. And that was one thing you could hear from all the way up here. Coaches, I wasn't not sure if it was a coach or a player yelling no foul. Both these teams got into a bit of foul trouble in their previous game. FCA more so. So something they're going to want to watch out for. But so far, pretty clean game. That foul goes against number 8 by looks of it, Aiden Jones for the Mariners. First of the evening.
White has control of the ball here. Trying to get an opening, and they do, but it's going to go to Blue. Number 3 trying to just drive it in there. Fakes a pass, but misses the net.
Oh, nice work by Cantero. Almost made something happen all by himself there.
On number 13, driving it in. Oh, and that is going to be easy point.
Andy Wong with a great move along, just kind of threading the needle along the baseline there.
But Blue is not letting them get any points. They return another 2.
Great back and forth game so far. I think that was a well-used timeout by the FCA coaches. We'll just say Coach Mackler, a stand-in for the team of 5. Yeah. But he seemed to calm things down.
If you can't stop it, like when it's like they're starting to lose like already, they need to focus up. You're like, the game's just started. We're not done here yet. Let's go out strong and we'll balance everything out and we'll have a good quarter.
Exactly. Real easy to get in your own head early in a game. And you dig yourself a hole you have a hard time getting out of.
I can find in basketball you can tell what team's going to win before the second half. Like most of the time you can like.
It's worked out great from the Eagles. Since coming out of the timeout, they're on a 14-4 run. They've taken control back of this game from the Fundy Mariners.
Blue has control of the ball here. Number 8 trying to drive it in. And he's going to trip and throw it out of bounds.
Yeah, went down hard. Kende, the guilty party. And big thanks to our tech team getting that nice scoreboard up top there.
It's going to be a foul shot for number 8. A lot of pressure. Nice clean point there. Yeah, they're going to have another one.
Talking with Delaney McElwain earlier in the game, she mentioned it is kind of intimidating, those shots. They're not too far out.
If I ever played basketball, I could never do it. I would just be shaking.
Yeah, whole team watching you, everything. Yeah. Especially those high-intensity foul shots towards the end of a game. That can get tough.
On number 3 on the White. Passing the ball around, trying to drive in. shooting over the basket again. That is going to be out of bounds by number 13.
Andy Wong not afraid to drive in. We saw him more in a distributor role in the first game, kind of leading the attack and getting his teammates in the right position to move the ball around. He seems a bit more willing to take the ball, call his own number this time round. It's paying off so far for the Eagles.
Number 8, again, trying to get a point there. Passing around to his blue teammates. Number 12 on blue. That's going to be a...
Yeah, that's an offensive foul. Big reaction there. Bit of a size difference as well. We had Jack Levitt wearing number 12 for the Mariners. Matched up with the smallest player on the team for the Eagles, number 3, Luke Robertson. Levitt kind of made an aggressive move towards him, and Robertson fell back. I think pretty much everyone was expecting a foul call at that point.
Number 13 on white. Passes to I think that's number 8. Oh, they're going to get blocked by number 13. And that is going to be another foul.
All foul calls could be that clear.
We're talking about games being friendly, but it's starting to make a turnaround. There's been a lot of fouls in the past couple of minutes.
Yeah, that's the third for Fundy here in the quarter. A little under 3 minutes left to play here in the first. Ooh, nice move by Levitt, keeping it inbounds.
That's going to hit the rim and reset the shot clock, but it's not going to matter.
Yeah, Levitt plays one of the kind of high-intensity, high-risk, high-reward games. He might commit some fouls here and there, but he also draws a fair amount with his aggressive style.
Yeah. We're 12. Easy baskets. The blue team has 100%, right?
I think they missed the second one. So they're 2 for 3. 2 for 3, yeah.
66% for Fundy. We'll see if they can make it 75 here. And they will.
They do. Some nice math on the fly there.
Eagles have the ball now. Trying to get in there.
Nice bounce pass inside by Andy Wong. Looking for Onana. Can't make it pay, but still nicely done. See a little bit of something similar from the Mariners, too. Both teams working effectively on the rush.
Ball is going back and forth here. 1 second it's in one side and the other second's on the other. Number 9 looking for a shot. Gonna go to number 10. Number 11 now. Taking a shot. That is Charles Begley.
That's good for 2. Looks like Fundy's just kind of rolling with 2 full units right now. They've got 10 healthy players, which I think is down from earlier, as we have a timeout called, this time by Fundy. And unfortunately, no booth for you this afternoon to go down to. Nolan Bongarrier had to go home, but we appreciate the work he did during the timeouts. We'll take a moment to thank all the folks who helped make the game possible. It is Madison Tingley working the entry desk as you come into the David McMullen Gymnasium here. Big thanks to her. Tonight's minor officials are Delaney McElwain running the scoreboard, Emma McFadgen on the score sheet, and Violet McDonald on the 24-second shot clock. Up here in the booth, we've got Ashton Little making sure you're looking in the right direction with that camera. Austin Jameson is pressing all the right buttons, and Jay Gillette has also tagged in, helping out as needed. So big thanks to all 3 of them.
Yeah, we got a good crew tonight for the entire tournament.
Yeah, and just a reminder, the games tomorrow have been canceled due to impending weather. So this is essentially the 3rd place game, and the game at 7. Make sure you stay tuned for that. The big matchup, Harvey versus Heartland, a storied rivalry. And that will be for first place. 14-14 is your score. We are all tied up.
White has ball control here. Going to slowly dribble it into the blue side. Good pass number 3. Number 13 now. It's going to go out of bounds. Number 13, Andy Wong, just can't get a hold of that ball. It's going to roll out of bounds.
Good defense from the Mariners. Still 14 all, a minute 30 left to play. Oh,
nice steal by Andy Wong. But he is going to fumble it and it's going to go out of bounds again. Blues ball now.
Full court press from FCA again. They ran that all 4 quarters against Harvey, and it looks like they're running it here now. It's a demanding defensive style to play, but if you have the conditioning for it, you can really wear your opponents down.
Oh, and a pass from most of the court to number 13 is going to be an easy point.
Andy Wong goes up, comes down with some cherries and 2 points.
Number 6 on the blue team now has the ball. That is going to be a double dribble or a travel?
I didn't quite see the call. It is going FCA's way. My guess is a double dribble.
The Eagles have the ball again. Passing to number 10. Jonathan
Lambropoulos, I believe.
Lambropoulos, that's a mouthful of a last name. Holy. Number 14. Pass back. Nice shot. Oh, so close. That's going to reset the shot clock, but it's going to go into White's possession.
Fishwong making the play call here. Getting some movement.
Passes to number 4, back to him, back to Fishwong. Number 7 is going to hit a nice layup.
Nice work by Onana, really making use of his height there. 18-14 is your score.
And that's going to be
at the end of the first quarter. Yep, your score. Mariners 14, Eagles 18. So after digging themselves a 5-0 hole, the Eagles use a very judiciously called timeout to get right back into this game. They have a 4-point lead. How do you feel about the game so far, Kevin?
I think it's going well. I'm not sure what second half's going to look like. They've been playing a lot of the same players. Number 13, Andy Wong on the white, I think was playing the entire time. He's going to start getting extra fouls, and that's going to... And like, if one of your best players get a bunch of fouls and you can't play them, we saw that happen a couple weeks ago, and it ruins your team composition.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be an issue. But the bigger factor, they're not going to have any energy, and they're going to start making mistakes, and that's going to lead to fouls, and it's going to be an issue.
Yeah, we have to remember that these two teams both played intense games earlier this afternoon. FCA with a bit of a rest advantage. They played at 1 and were done by 2:30, so they've had a few hours to recover. Mariners a little less time. They played a tight, well, it wasn't tight on the scoreboard, but it was definitely tight on the court. A chippy game, a physical game, a demanding game against Heartland, and that was a little over an hour ago. So impressive for them to come out strong at the beginning of the first quarter. We'll see how much they have left in the tank.
Yeah, let's see here. I think that timeout at the start of the game was one of the best timeouts I've ever seen called.
Yeah, definitely well used. And sometimes coaches are a little hesitant to use them early, and rightfully so. You don't want to get in a position where you have no timeout later in the game. But coaches McAloon, Robertson, Hunt, Perez, and Rice, whichever of the combination of 5 are down there, definitely use their timeouts well for FCA.
Andy Wong with the ball again. Passes to number 10. Number 15. It's passing around the three-point line. Andy Wong has it again. He's going to take a shot. Very close, but that's going to reset the shot clock, but it's going to go to blue anyways. Number 10 has the ball. Going to pass around again.
Levitt aggressive in the paint as usual.
Oh,
couple of Fundy players racing against each other. Now we have a couple down as well. high intensity right now.
People are falling like dominoes out there.
Yeah, really running hard into the stands. Hope everyone's okay there.
It's going to be Eagles ball. Andy Wong again with it.
Still scoreless here in the second quarter.
He's going to pass number 2. That is Boris Wong. Maybe a brother, maybe a cousin.
Oh. Great work jumping that pass route by Tyler Thorne. Coach is reminding his players to play smart, right? If you're going to take a foul, make sure it's for a good reason.
Ball goes to Charles Bagley. He's going to try to drive it in. He's going to get stopped, but he's going to get the rebound on number 12, Jack Levitt. The nice rebound.
Yeah, there was a great defensive play there by Babic to stuff the initial shot attempt, but it all didn't matter because Levitt was there for the second chance.
They're going to fake a drive in there and pass back to the three-point line. Oh, they're going to fumble trying to drive in, and they're going to get pushed over. I'm not sure that's going to be a foul or anything. I'm not sure. You can hear the coaches yelling to their players. Wong with the ball. Going to pass in. Straight open layup.
Great work there by Lambropoulos. Driving right in, basically untouched, for an easy 2 points for the Eagles.
Number 8 really trying to get the points back. Super close, but it's going to go back to the white. Andy Wong with the ball again.
16-20 is your score in favor of the Eagles.
Andy Wong with a nice, I'm pretty sure that was a three-pointer.
23-16 now, as the Eagles start to pull away.
Oh,
Hey,
but they return the favor.
3 points from Bagley. That may be, no, I think that's the second 3-point shot from the Mariners.
Andy Wong with the ball again, passing to number 15.
Nice bounce into Babic. FCA is moving well in the offensive zone. They're getting open right under the net in that prime scoring position. Exactly what you want to be doing.
Number 12 with the ball. That's just going to... They keep just returning. Like, White will make a smart play on the left, and then Blue will just run it in and get the points back.
Yeah.
They've not been more than, like, 5 or 6 points in this game. And again...
Nice steal by Cohen Chase. On the fast break, puts up an easy 2 points for a layup.
Andy Wong with the ball again, trying to get his team out in the open.
Yep, 23-25 is your score. Eagles up by 2.
Nice three-pointer again.
Very clean 3 points from Andy Wong.
Let's see if Blue can keep up the ritual and get more points up here. Number 12 driving in there on the paint, looking for their team. They're going to get a bounce pass.
Almost picked off by Lambropoulos there. Mariners lucky to still have it. Oh! Boris Wong trying to swat that ball away. Sent it right into the hands of Cohen Chase, who puts it home for 2. Christmas came early today for Cohen Chase.
Andy Wong with the ball again. Passing number 15. Number 15 trying to fake out the defense is going to pass back to Andy Wong. Andy Wong back to number 15 through the legs, going for a layup.
Nice pass in by Wong.
Sadly, they're going to funnel the ball there, and Blue's going to run it in. That's going to be a travel, I think, or
It sounded like...
maybe that was a foul.
No, 2 shots for Blue because the foul was on White.
So it
that
was a
makes
foul?
sense. Yeah, I think that was number 12, Babic, if I'm not mistaken. Couldn't move out of the way quite in time. Aiden Jones, 1 for 2 from the line so far this evening. Two for 3. Mariners at 80% as a team.
And that makes it 87 or something like that?
Yeah, let's see. 1/6, 16, 83. 83.3.
Blue again driving it in.
Oh.
They still had the form to make the layup, but they didn't have the ball anymore in their hands.
Yeah, that was a great hustle back from Fish Wong, number 8 in white. Cantera, who's got some speed, was almost there, but Wong got back just in time to swat the ball away as Cantera was going up.
Number 7. Lorenzo's going to try to... No, that was pass number 4.
Yep, Naquambi. Anana had the original shot, but it was Naquani and I believe Aiden Jones creating that jump ball there.
Lorenzo with the ball, going to try to go for a 3-shot. Going to barely miss. On to Blue.
Tight back and forth affair here as we pass the halfway mark of the second quarter.
And a nice layup by number 8. That's Aiden
Jones.
Aiden Jones.
Yeah, we call his name a lot up here.
Yeah, him and Andy Wong.
Robertson dangerous from the three-point line. Wearing number 3. I wonder if that's by chance.
Going to try to pass in there. It's going to bounce off someone and bounce out of bounds, though. That is very unfortunate.
Little too much mustard on that pass from Naquambi. Timeout called by FCA, and it does make sense. They were up by 5, I want to say, or 4 at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Fundy's come back. They now have the lead, 29-28. Real back and forth affair here so far.
Super close game. I wonder if the teams know if they're not going to be playing tomorrow. I have to imagine by now.
I expect so, yeah. And if not, I would hope the coaches let them know, hey guys, you know what? We don't have to save as much in the tank for a game tomorrow. Let's leave it all on the court, and then we'll have a nice drive home. You can sleep in your own bed and sleep in tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I would not want to be coming out here again in all that snow.
No. Yeah, we'll have to stay safe tomorrow. Hope you got winter tires on, and that they're good quality. Always important to have good quality winter tires.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll hop away from the tire talk to give a shout out once again to all the folks working behind the scenes making the game possible. I believe not only Maddie Tingley, but Aaliyah Nestoruk also running the entrance table, so big thanks to them. Delaney McElwain, Violet McDonald, and Emma McFadgen are minor officials. Big thanks as well to Mr. Michael Fletcher, not only the assistant coach for the senior boys basketball team and one of the leaders here for the stream team, also the athletic director here at Harvey High. He of many hats, so he's the one who's got to keep an eye on the weather, make those calls, and communicate as effectively as possible. He's doing a great job so far running this tournament.
Number 6 on the blue team going to go for that. Number 2, back to number 6. Number 6 going to try to go for a three-pointer. Oh, right off the rim of that is going to reset the shot clock, but it's going to go to number, I think that's number 8 on the white team.
Yep, Fish Wong.
Fish Hong with the ball to Lorenz. Back to Fish. Back to Lorenz, and he's going to try to go in. Oh,
nice work by Naquambi.
I think that will count.
Yeah, he got 2, and he got a chance at 1 more now. Foul goes against Josh Kinney.
That's the best possible scenario. You get the points, and then you also get your foul shots.
Yeah. Gets a chance to add 1 more. Ball is up.
Very short.
Falls short. I think if it's an air ball, it's just dead, and the possession turns over.
Number 8 with the ball.
Still running their full court press.
Fundy with the ball, passing around. Really trying to get in, but the defense on the Eagles are crazy. The Eagles are going to take control of the ball.
Yeah, very tenacious on defense. All the way down the lineup, too. You don't see a drop off when different players come in the line. Every single one of those FCA players, very strong on D.
Number 3 trying to run it in. Still in White's possession. They're
Nice
trying to go to the shot.
patience from Fish Wong. Gave himself a better chance of the shot. Still didn't go in, but had a much better percentage.
Let's see if they can get to the defense this time. Really looking for a shot or just a drive in there, I think. From pretty much behind the net, that's going to go in.
Yeah, that's a tough angle for Nico Gomez of the Mariners, but he made it work. Well done.
Fish has the ball now, is going to pass in. They're going to try to go for a point. Rebound, but Blue is going to grab that with the height advantage. Being tall in basketball is crucial.
Oh, yeah. It's a huge help. And it doesn't mean you can't be an effective player if you're not. We have some short players on the court tonight as well as on the Harvey teams.
Yeah, like Charlie isn't the tallest, but he can jump for days, and
Yeah.
I think that helps him.
You've got to be able to get height if you don't come by it naturally.
He's like as tall, like he can jump as high as I can, and I have a couple inches on him, so you got to practice that.
Lorenzo Anana with his second foul of the evening. Only the second foul for the Eagles during this quarter, so not really in foul trouble as a team or as an individual, but something you want to watch out for.
Nice pass on. That looked like a football move if I've ever seen one.
And Bagley has scored from pretty much that exact spot earlier this game. Not a guy you want to be giving those unencumbered three-point shots to.
I feel like if I play basketball, I could never keep track of the ball with all these pass-ons and like weird moves. Like I would never be able to. I'd be like, who has the ball now?
There's a lot of movement down there, and yeah, it's happening even faster on the court, I think. Yeah, certainly not an easy sport to play. Nice work by Fish Huang getting in the passing lane.
On a breakaway, and it's going to be a two-pointer. Nice layup there, or something.
Yeah. Regaining the lead, too, in this back-and-forth affair.
I think this is the closest game we've seen all night.
Oh, easily, yeah. Closest game on the scoreboard. Even though they haven't all had close results on the scoreboard, they've been hard-fought and close on the court. But this is easily the most lead changes we've seen.
Whenever I play anything competitive, I want to have a really close game more than I want a blowout from either team.
Yeah, I agree. As spectators and as commentators, I think this is the ideal.
Yeah.
Exciting, intense, back-and-forth affair.
Even as a player, because at high school level, you're not playing for like the most. You want to learn how to play the game, and you want to get that experience. So having games where you're playing up against teams who are like your skill level or even better, you're learning a lot.
Yeah, we've got two evenly matched teams here. This is the best-case scenario for a tournament like this. Thorne, first shot misses.
Lowering his team accuracy by a couple percentages there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's going to be unfortunate for him.
Yeah, so we're at 62%. 62-5 if you want to get technical. From the line for the Mariners, surprisingly, the Eagles have not yet had any foul shots. They've had some fouls called against them, but no shooting fouls yet.
That's
Nice work by Nakambi there.
Height advantage, so you can just reach up and grab the ball.
Yeah, he just kind of like snatched it out of the way. There were a lot of blue jerseys in his vicinity, but he was the first one to get hands on the ball and was able to protect it well and make sure that his team claimed the turnover.
Fish working that three-point line, just trying to get a point in there. Does it perfectly. I find that's what they're really good at, is moving around in the three-point line and getting a clean shot.
Yeah. From kind of like, I don't know what you call that exactly, but it's kind of like halfway between the middle and the corner of the three-point line.
That's like their sweet spot right there.
Yeah, multiple FCA players have scored from that position. Ball touches the ground there. Looks like Hanselpacker in blue and white almost rode Onana down to the ground. I'm not sure what the official call is there when that happens. It looks like it's just a turnover when the ball touches the ground. I'm not seeing any additional fouls go on the board, so I think that's all it is.
That's all the players complaining about that one.
Yep.
Number 3 for the blue, Fritz, I think.
Fritz Cantero.
Back
He's
to
got
Fritz.
some speed on him and some moves.
Nice shot. I'm not sure if that would be a three-pointer. Rebound.
Oh.
And that's where the height advantage again.
Big
For
block
number
by
7.
Onana.
You cannot.
Oh.
When someone's tall, they just completely.
Getting called for that, though. That's his third, so now he does have to be careful. FCA's 4th foul of the quarter. We've only got a minute left to play, but still not a position you want to be in necessarily.
They're not having as good as luck as they did earlier in this game with their shots here.
First shot by Cohen is out. So Mariners a bit closer to 50% now from the foul line.
Griffin trying to get the shot here.
Yeah. Not Chase, rather. That is Hanselpacker. Hanselpacker 1 for 2. Nana's going to grab a break for the final minute. Not risk any more fouls. His team up by 5.
Statistically, there's a very high chance of him being fouled out. He got 3 in the first half. Second half, he only has to get 2.
Exactly. And really, as soon as you get 1, like, you're on high alert for your usage. Fortunately, FCA a pretty deep bench. 11 players dressed for this game. But they don't want to get in a position where you're taking guys out of the lineup.
Number 4 with a shot. Oh, and that is a beautiful shot.
Yeah.
Right at the foul line, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and this time it's Nakwambi guilty. I think that's his first foul of the evening. But this does put the Mariners into bonus late here in the second quarter. Oh!
He still goes for the shot after the whistle is blown.
Yeah, just kind of following through his Cohen chase. I mean,
He just wants to see if he would get it in.
Yeah, and he did. Unfortunately, those will not count. So still 34-37 in favor of FCA.
Fish with the ball here is going to pass number 15.
Final 20 seconds now. Clock ticking away.
Farrell with the ball is going to get knocked out, but White's still going to get control.
Good drive in by Kenge. 3 seconds on the shot clock.
Andy for the point.
Just beating the buzzer. Andy Huang. Quintero from half court.
Oh, that was surprisingly close.
It had the
From the
distance.
position.
That was not bad. Yeah. Unfortunately, did not make it all the way in. So, after 2 quarters of play, it is Eagles 39, Mariners 34. These teams head to the dressing room for a 10-minute break. We'll be right back with more action. Stay tuned. We'll come on in about 7 minutes or so. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in a few.
Hello, Lakers. All right, we're here. Number 8 with the ball on the blue team. This is going to be a net change. They're going to switch what nets they're shooting on. Hopefully we're not like that one middle school game I watched where they accidentally tried to shoot on their own net after halftime. Number 11 with the ball. It's going to go to White. That is number 10, Jonathan. And we'll see what happens here. Blue has ball here.
Sorry about that. Thanks for jumping in there and getting started, Kevin. Nice work as the Mariners strike first.
They're going to get
the second half, 36-39.
Fish with the ball.
Jay, are you able to run the scoreboard? Is Austin done?
Yeah.
Austin's leaving soon.
Sorry about that, folks. We're having some technical issues back here. We're getting it fixed now.
Yeah. Sorry, just doing a bit of redistributing of our own staff as we have a foul called. I believe that's
Number 12.
12.
Babic trying to go for the ball.
Oh, sorry. Levitt was the offending player, and Babic the shooter.
That's going to make Levitt close to being fouled out, too, as close as Lorenzo is.
Lorenzo Onana, yeah. We got to watch out for both those players. 3 fouls, and we're only just starting the third quarter now.
We don't want to see that. Blue with the Fundy with the ball here.
Ooh, big double team there for
Crazy
FCA.
pass. They're doing these wild passes, and yep, that's what happens when you do something like that. Someone takes the ball, and number 15 on the Eagles.
That's Kembe. He's been doing great
Enge
under the net.
is going to get an easy 2 points there. Fish with the ball. Do not know exactly how to pronounce his last name. Is that Hong?
Huang, I believe. Yeah.
Fish Huang.
Yeah.
With the ball there.
Huang.
Hong with the ball here.
I mean, it is a Vietnamese last name. There's a lot of different cultures where it could be from. I
Very
guess.
diverse team. It's nice to see that.
Yep. Yeah, real diverse team for FCA. Here's Cantero.
Blue with the ball here on the 3-point line. Trying to get into the paint, and they're going to.
Nice give and go there by Fundy. Doesn't pay
Rebound
off
after
immediately,
rebound.
but they get a couple chances out of it.
That is going to go to Fish. He's going to throw it to his team. Back on the paint. Blue back on control. That is number 8 on Blue. It's Aiden. He's going to roll out, sadly. For them. That is going to be White's ball.
Going to reset as Fundy will put it in. And as we noted in the first half, FCA has not let up from their full court press on defense.
Number 4. Oh. Nice pass. No one was guarding him, but sadly that's going to go to the other side.
A little too far. There's an over and back, and so it will be FCA taking over in the offensive zone. They're up 42-36.
The Mariners really like their long-range passes.
Yeah, and it's paying off for them. It doesn't always work out for teams, and if I remember right, it wasn't working for them in Game 1, but they seem to have found a bit more of their mojo here.
That's going to be the shot clock there.
Great defense from the Mariners.
When I first started watching basketball games, I didn't know that the shot clock existed. And
Me neither, yeah.
it is such a big part of the game. I couldn't imagine something like that in like hockey or something, but in basketball,
Oh, yeah. No, at the senior level especially, you know what? It does reward really good defense, which is something you want to see more of, right? So strong positioning, your 5-man unit working together to cover, give up no good shots. It's something you like to see.
it just gives a different goal for the defense instead of trying to get it to your team. If you can just waste time,
Yep. You can't just kind of hold on to the ball and bum around for 8 minutes.
Fish with the ball here.
Now this was poked away, so he's still able to bring it over and back.
He's going to fumble, but grab it again. The tall players there putting in work. The whistle's going to be blown, but I think the ball is still going to go in, and that's going to be 2 points there for the
Babic
Eagles.
again, drawing his second foul of this third quarter.
This game is having a lot of points and fouls in the same Same shot.
Yeah, it will be Aiden Jones, his second of the night for Fundy. That was a
Clean shot there.
And, I forget. How did he do on the first two?
I think he may have had 100% accuracy. I'm not sure, though.
Okay, and he's the only player to shoot from the foul line for FCA, so that puts the team at 100% as well.
Yeah.
Timeout called.
I think he had 50. I think he had 50.
50%?
I think he had 50.
Okay.
I remember them not getting their first shot, but
Yeah.
he secured that second shot.
All right, we'll call it 50% there as
Sorry if I'm incorrect there.
timeout called by Fundy. No worries. We do our best to try to keep records somewhat up here, but there's a lot going on up in the skybox, and unfortunately we don't have a full staff to take care of all those little stat keeping. But of course, we'd love to have more folks. So if you're listening and interested in helping out with the stream team, please don't hesitate to let us know. Find someone you know on the team, or you can come see myself, Mr. White, at any point throughout the school day.
I'm mildly confused on what the Eagles are doing with that thing on the wall.
So I learned about that when we took some of the stream team down to Crandall. It is a dry mop, and it's used, especially at higher levels in warmer months, to mop the floor when players go down and the floor gets wet with sweat. Obviously, on this hard floor, a wet floor could be pretty dangerous, so you want to make sure it stays as dry as possible. Tonight, where it's winter, not as big of an issue. There hasn't been any kind of sweaty guys going down and getting the floor wet, but in some games it can be dangerous. So it's always important to have those mops on hand.
Sounds like a Zamboni in hockey.
Yeah, similar concept. Kind of the opposite almost. You're making the playing surface safer, except drying it out instead of wetting it and freezing it over.
Number 15 with the ball here, trying to drive in. Looks like he's going to go for a pass, but he just keeps on shooting it and keeps on almost getting it. Rebounds galore here. And somehow it's still in White's possession. Number 12 passing to... Oh, that's going to be a straight-on collision. I wonder if a foul was going to be called there.
Yep. Definitely foul on Aiden Jones. And I think if there wasn't a foul, Fish Wong would not have been happy. FCA has two of their tallest guys out there on the court right now. In number 12, Elijah Babbitt, and number 15, Farrell Kengney. Both of them doing yeoman's work under the net there, securing those rebounds.
Nice block by number 2 on White, but Blue is still going to have possession. They're going to drive it in. Number Fritz on the Fundy is going to get a nice two-pointer there. Still a very close game. Fish with the ball again, passing to number 10. They're trying to get in the paint there, and they're going to. Blue's going to rip that right out of his hands.
Great reach in from Levitt. He's got 3 fouls in that high-risk style of play, but the intensity, you've got to love that as he reaches in there, creating a jump ball.
Fundy are closer to 2 players on their team getting fouled out, so they need to be really careful.
And those are 2 strong players, too, Aiden Jones and Jack Levitt. This game is close, so that could end up being a difference maker, and yeah, Levitt knows what went wrong there. That will be his 4th foul.
See if they can keep up their 66%. Levitt, don't know what they're going to do about him, but nice.
It's Babbitt again. 3 for 4 from the line, and his team 3 for 4 as well.
They aim for 80%. That's the dream. 80% on the foul line.
Yep.
And if he gets this one, he's going to have more than 80%. Oh, so close. Some of these players on high school are so good at shooting, I don't even see how they could improve if they played at a higher level.
Yeah,
it's pretty crazy.
It's these guys, by this point in their high school career, if you're in grade 11, 12, and have played all throughout middle school, you've spent a ton of hours in the gym, and even more outside of that, just perfecting your shot. Substitution here, and Jack Levitt is going to come off. Coaches are going to keep him in reserve, though. Jordy Doak doesn't want to lose the ability to put him back out there later in the game, but for now he's going to take probably a longer rest on the bench than he'd like.
I can imagine they're going to wait to play him until the end of the last quarter.
I think so. I think he goes in kind of in the last few minutes of the 4th.
Fully refreshed from like a 15-minute sit-out, and he's ready to just... Doesn't matter if he gets fouled out because there's a minute left on the clock.
Yeah, could be. A lot can happen in a basketball minute, though. Nice work by Aiden Jones. Pulls his team to within 6.
Fish Huang is going to have the ball again. Really trying to break Blue's defense, but they are going crazy. He starts Blue's ball, but he's going to hold it. Oh my God. Number 8 on the Fundy is just in his face.
Yeah,
Ball is going to go to White still.
Another player with a few fouls to watch out for.
Babic with an easy three-pointer. On to 14 on the Blue. That is Griffin Hanselpacker.
Lambropoulos with the steal and then goes down. Hits the deck pretty hard, but he gets up all right. So we get almost a full personnel change.
No major injuries this game. That's what you like to see.
Exactly, yeah. Especially where it's the last game for both teams in this tournament. Everyone should go home healthy. That's the goal here.
That's going to be a shot clock. I'm not sure if that was...
Shot clock. I think they just forgot to stop it at the stoppage of play as they reset to 14. 48-40 is your score in favor of the Eagles.
That is number 4, I think.
Kinney putting the ball in there. Over to Aiden Jones. Nice work by Jones. So we got 42-48 is your score.
Back on to White here, pouncing around the three-point line. Trying to drive it in.
Robertson looking for help.
Number 4 is going to have the ball. They are covered in blue jerseys. And Blue is going to get the ball there. Number 11.
Pulls the Mariners to within 4. 44-48 is the score.
Number 4 on the 10 on the three-point line is going to go for a three-point shot, but it's going to barely miss.
From Lambropoulos. Usually he's driving a lot further in. Interesting to see him take the long-range shot this time.
Fritz has the ball, but he passed to number 8 on his team. Aiden Jones. White back. Andy Wong with the ball. We haven't seen him in a little bit. Passing. Far pass to number 3 on the team, Luke Robertson. Luke Robertson just trying to fake out the defense. Back to Andy Wong. Back to number... Sorry, I can't get the number there. Number 10.
Cantero with the nice crossover. Finds Cohen Chase, rather.
Andy Wong with the ball again. He's going to try to drive it in. No teammates around. He's just going to try to get that blue, covered in blue jerseys. Blue's going to get that ball. Back to Fritz. Fritz with the ball. Trying to push up the left wing here.
He's just nice move. We'll get around Robinson there by Cantero.
Sees the opening. Sees left is not covered that much. See, he can drive in there.
46-48 is your score. Now it's 48 all. Teams all tied up. We're going to get a timeout called now. Eagles need to regroup as the Mariners are going to celebrate their
them being close to a foul out on Jack Levantine is really going to hurt them here. Just having any player not being able to play is rough, but someone who's like in there, like you're getting fouls, which means you're getting in there. You're getting.
He's got a lot of intensity. Levitt is not. He's not an invisible player out there. He's a difference maker. One thing as well, earlier in the game, Fundy was running just 2 full 5-man units and just kind of rolling those different units out. And I don't think they were doing that so much versus Heartland. So don't want to say that the players don't have chemistry with the other players who aren't on their own unit, but it does limit your coach's options when you go from a bench of 10 down to a bench of 9.
Yeah. Just one player you're not used to playing with, it can create some confusion, and then...
Yep. Those passes, they're just a little too fast, a little too slow, not quite sure who's going for the ball in what area. That team chemistry really does make a difference.
Eagles are getting close to a bonus with Fundy having 4 fouls. That will really help them here to get those extra shots.
Yeah, they'd be happy to get that with a little under 3 minutes to play, plenty of time to go to the foul line. And Eagles, so far it's just been Babic.
But hey, he has a
60%, yeah. 3 for 5.
If he has extra shots there, they're probably going to go in. And he won with the ball there. Trying to push up. Passing around onto the paint, back to Andy Wong. Instead of going for a three-pointer, he's going to drive in there, and he's going to get it. Beautiful layup.
Nice work by Wong, extending his team's lead.
He's a very diverse player. I see him getting plenty of three-pointers, but also being able to get in there and just drive through all the players and getting nice layups there. Bit of pushing happening there. On to Luke Robertson. He's going to try to just push in here. Passing back.
Whoa.
Stolen by number 8 on the Fundy.
Aiden Jones.
Aiden Jones.
Right place, right time.
Kinney going to have that ball. Going to
Nice
really
work
fight
by
for it.
Kinney.
Perfect. Nice shot by, I think that was Fritz. But it's not going to go in.
Cantero there, and now Hanselpacker guilty of a travel. Fundy really pushing on that last drive. Unfortunate to see them come away without any points. They got close in 2 or 3 different areas. Eagles lucky to escape that one without tying the game.
I find that they shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they always have someone for rebounds, but they start to get swarmed by the other team when they're there. You need to be able to get the ball and get out, because you can't get a rebound if you're covered in the other team.
No, the Eagles are a very strong team on rebounds. They have a lot of players who can challenge in the paint.
Number 8 with a jump shot.
Nice work by Fish Wong, putting 2 in from the elbow.
Hanselpacker's going to pass it to Fritz there. Bouncing around the 3 line. Just passing around, looking for an opening. Going for a jump shot. He's going to hit the rim. That is going to reset the shot clock, but it's going to go to White. Fish Wong trying to get in there.
Nice drive in by Wong.
Nice
a little
drive
too
in.
much on that shot as it bounces well far out. Fundy takes over.
Back to Fritz. Fritz is going to try to drive it in. Maybe he can go for another left wing play. He's going to try to drive it into the middle. Sadly, he's going to fall over. It'd be really bad if one of them got injured this late in the game.
Yeah, you don't want to see that. Okay, final minute of play here.
Fish Wong with the ball here.
Eagles entered the quarter up 5. Currently
Pass.
up 4.
Luke Robertson right in the middle.
Dangerous pass through the paint. All 5 Mariner players in there. Had a little blockade.
Back to Fritz. Shot taken on the past 3-point line by number 4. Josh Kinney.
I believe that was a dead ball as the ball bounced up high enough to hit the supports that hold the net in place. If the ball hits any of that kind of wire frame in and around the net, instantly a dead ball.
Same with volleyball. If you hit the ceiling or any of the supports up there, you gotta reshoot.
Volleyball, I guess it's similar in basketball, but it's kind of funny because if you're just lucky enough that it goes through a support without actually touching, you're okay.
Again, the rebounds, they're multiple people of different colors under the net, just trying to grab it or get it in.
Yep.
Seen that a lot this game.
Yep. We've got Hanselpacker out there in blue, and then both Babbitt and Kenge in white. Little too close there, number 15 for the Eagles.
Kenge gonna push over number 14, I'm pretty sure.
Yep, that's Hanselpacker.
Hanselpacker.
And he seems to be kind of like the replacement for Jack Levitt. He's come in to sub in for Levitt.
He's been doing a good job.
Yeah, brings a similar intensity, gets under the net well.
I find that Aiden Jones, too, has also been doing that really well, pushing in there.
Yep, speaking of, there's 2 more, courtesy of the aforementioned Aiden Jones.
But he's getting up there with fouls, too, so they can't overplay him. Last second shot there by Fish, but it's going to not go in.
Again, always seems to have the ball in those last couple seconds. Getting close, hasn't beat the buzzer yet.
Maybe he will at the end.
Could very well be. So, after entering the quarter down 5, Mariners pull to within 2. They still trail in this game 52-50, but it's been such a good back and forth affair. I can easily see either team winning this game.
Yeah, I like the game we saw in the girls tournament. It wasn't the girls playing or the Harvey girls, but it was so close, and it went to double overtime, which is pretty crazy. I can see this game happening.
I think so too. Yeah. Really back and forth affair. Both teams playing their hearts out. Really energetic. Got a couple players close to getting fouled out. Could happen to one of the Eagles players as well. We've got Onana, number 7. with 3 fouls. But the players to watch on Fundy, number 8, Aiden Jones with 3 fouls, and number 12, Jack Levitt with 4 fouls.
I can still see Jack Levitt not being played for another couple of minutes. They cannot afford to lose him.
I think you're right. I think coaches hang on to him for a little while as we see both the senior boys for Harvey and for Heartland head to the locker rooms to prepare for their game. That will happen at 7 o'clock, so in about 38 minutes, according to my phone. And that game is essentially the gold medal game for this tournament, the Fens Markets Invitational. Unfortunately being cut short and not going to be a round robin due to impending weather conditions tomorrow. But we still have a pretty good tournament, 4 very evenly matched teams, very strong competitive games that we've seen so far, and this is essentially the third place matchup.
You get past number 8 there on the blue team. Gonna try to drive it in. Pass around the 3-point line. They really like to do this, both teams. Kind of jiggle it around. Number 4 with a nice 3-point. That is Josh Kinney.
He takes the lead, and he started the game with the first 5 points for the Mariners. Nice to see him getting back involved with the action.
Andy Wong trying to recreate that move, but sadly cannot get enough energy there to get a 3-pointer.
And Wong has scored some threes before. It's not like he's unable to do so.
Number 11 on the blue team, Joe Mid-Chang getting in there right in the paint, getting a nice jump shot.
Fundy really pressing now. Wong wants the ball, calls for it, shoots a 3. No one there except for Griffin Anselpacker, wearing the wrong colors.
Not to blame Andy Wong. He's been played most of this game. I've noticed he's been on there playing. And he's still taking those shots, and he's getting really close.
Yeah. All right, who is that? That looks like that foul. Third foul for number 10, and it's going against the Eagles. Jonathan Lambropoulos, another aggressive player, and now we got another foul called. So Fundy really pressing the advantage here.
That was a nice point by Aiden Jones, and he's gonna get a foul with it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that looks like the first foul called on number 8, Fish Huang. I think we got a timeout called now by FCA.
Both Andy Wong and Fish Wong have been playing a lot this game, and they've been doing really good at not getting any fouls.
Yeah, 2 very strong players, and they're not staying out of the action. They're 2 aggressive players, both on offense and on defense.
Very clean players, not doing anything wrong, perfect.
Yeah. This is Fish Wong's first foul, and we're just into the 4th quarter now, and he's had a lot of minutes on the court. Good, clean play from both players. We'll take a moment yet again to thank all the folks behind the scenes making the game possible. It looks like there's been a rotation in at the entry table. It's Alexander Robichaud there right now. I doubt he'll be there too long as he's got to get ready for his game. But big thanks to everyone who works the entry table. And again to our minor officials, to Lady McElwain on the scoreboard, Violet McDonald on the 24-second shot clock, and Emma McFadgen checking all the right boxes on that score sheet. Up here in the booth, Austin Jameson had to take off, but he was doing a great job at the scoreboard and console. Ashton Little is taking over from that position, and Jay Gillette is checking in behind the camera.
Aiden Jones gets one shot there. He's going to miss it, but Blue still has control of the ball until it rolls out of bounds. That is unfortunate. They really had control there, but just one little slip there, and you lose play.
All right, let's see what coaches McAloon, Robertson, Hunt, Perez, and Rice cooked up for their boys in the timeout. Get it to Wong again.
Kenji's been getting a lot of play recently. Yeah. He's really good at driving in, and there's a lot of shooters on their team, but he's really good at getting in there and getting those layups, and he's very tall, so he can do that.
There's an area of the court he likes to work in, and in this gym, it is covered in green paint.
I'm not sure who fouled him, but...
that was... Out. It looks like it was Josh Kinney, his second foul.
Last shot here. Clean.
That goes in very nicely. So 4 for 7 from the line are the Mariners tonight. Almost
Aiden
got a
Jones.
reach in there.
Oh, so close. Back to number 8, Fish Hung. Trying to get in there. He is just driving it in there.
Oh, almost untouched. Nice jump ball there caused by Babic. Hanselpacker also getting hands in. 57-53 is your score in favor of the Mariners.
Super close game here.
Yep. Mariners have come out hottest here in the fourth quarter. They're on a 7-1 run, but still anyone's game.
Eagles with the ball here. Beautiful layup by Kenji. Nice pass in by Fish there too. Number 8 on the blue team is going Aiden Jones again. Always driving it in there. Gonna bounce around. Clean shot by Aiden Jones, but it's sadly going to bounce off the rim. That is going to reset the shot clock, but White is going to get the ball after it rolls out of bounds.
It's a great heads-up play by Aiden Jones getting into the second level, so he was in position to get that rebound. Another guy to watch out for, number 12 in blue, Jack Levitt, is checked back in.
They're putting him on. I would not expect that.
No, I think it's a little early, but you know what? I think Fundy feels the momentum. They know if they have that intensity from a guy like Levitt out there, they might really be able to press this advantage, put some much-needed points on the board, and get themselves some breathing room.
Kenji with the ball is going. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Some rough play there by number 12.
Levitt getting in there with Kenji.
Levitt already.
Yeah.
I'm surprised that wasn't a foul. It looked like he cleanly smacked him, but.
Yeah, everyone seems to come out all right, although it is a rough game.
Again, perfect shots by Fish Hong. He's perfect at getting those inbound, and then I don't know who took that shot, but
Barnes Lambropoulos. Lambropoulos has been great, number 10.
Yes.
Driving in.
Their team is really good at when they have the ball right close, like when they're passing in, like right next to the net, it's almost a guarantee going to go in.
7:32 left to play here in the fourth quarter. .57 all. 7.5 minutes. Here's Cantero driving in, that rolls around.
Fritz Cantero, I haven't talked about him a lot this game, but he's been doing an awesome job at just getting in there, getting nice layups, driving in.
Kind of a distributor role as well. He starts the rush, not usually the one to finish for the Mariners, but without him, the offense goes nowhere.
We've seen this happen a lot this game. They're just trying to get rebounds.
And again, it's the big two, Kengne and Babic in the paint. As we have a foul called, not sure who this is on. Oh, looks like number 3 for the Mariners. Yeah, Cantero. That's his first. Not a player who usually dusts it up, but with all of that contact in the paint.
Another very clean player.
I think we're just double checking some things at the shot clock and minor officiating table. We'll have Luke Robertson check in for Andy Wong. Fish Wong had a seat there, just grabbing a bit of rest. Well, he could. He's been leaving it out all on the court, so no surprise there. He needs a breather.
One of the first times that play did not work out for them.
Yep.
With Fish Wong on the edge, passing into a really tall player on their team, and they can just go over everyone.
Yep. FCA's movement in the paint on those put-ins from behind the net. They have some good set plays there. It's clear they've worked on it.
Luke Robertson with the ball here. Going to bounce it in to Fish Hong. So close. Nice rebound by number 12, Babic, I'm pretty sure.
Babic, and on that call, you can tell Levitt not happy about it, but that will be his 5th foul. He has been fouled out.
That's why you shouldn't have put him on so early. I think they should have waited until 2 minutes left.
It's a hard call to make either way, but tough break for Jack Levitt. One of those players plays with his heart on his sleeve.
Being fouled out isn't always just a bad thing. It shows that you were in there, you're an involved player.
Yep, shows some intensity. Yeah, a lot of different reasons you can take fouls. Sometimes there are very good fouls to take.
Is a timeout called, or?
I think they get kind of a free timeout when a player gets fouled out because the coach has to readjust the lineup and whatnot. So.
I wonder if that's ever used as like, hey, this guy has one more foul, we can put him in.
Let's foul out to get a timeout. You know what? There's a lot of strategic use of fouls for basketball players. That might be one of them. It wouldn't surprise me. Babic, chance to add one more. His team up by 2.
I noticed that that Jack Levitt wasn't playing as much intense and wasn't getting in there as much because he was scared about getting fouled out, but unfortunately he still did.
I think so, rightly so.
So maybe it's best that him not being on because he was too scared to get in there.
Yep.
And rightly so. Back to Fish Hong, I'm pretty sure. He's
Great
just trying
defense here from Chase.
to fake out Chase, but is...
Yeah, if Kenya hadn't set that pick for Chase, I don't know if he would have let Fish Wong out of the zone in time. You are only supposed to have 5 seconds to come out.
Kenja with an amazing play to jump out of bounds and put the ball back in, but sadly, still not going to get them a point there.
I think he wants a foul called. He's not happy. He's had a few kind of borderline incidents. Teammates kind of trying to calm him down now. So we got a jump ball, and this one will go to Fundy.
Jones with the ball here, trying to drive it in, is going to pass to number 4 with a nice 3-point shot right off the backboard.
Foul here. Cohen Chase, his second of the evening, and that does put the Eagles into bonus with a little over 6 minutes. Or sorry, put the Eagles into bonus. This is the Mariners' 5th foul. That's correct.
That's going to be really unfortunate for Fundy.
Yep.
You cannot be having any more fouls now.
No, not in such a tight game like this. And where the Eagles don't have those similar problems, only 2 fouls on the quarter so far. A couple players with 3, but no one super close to getting fouled out. Definitely Mariners are in more foul trouble than the Eagles right now. Officials double checking all the fouls now. So we're confirming which team goes into bonus and how many fouls have been called this quarter.
If I was Fundy, I would start playing some of their clean players who have barely any fouls too. Such as Fritz. Fritz can't continue. Only has 1, but I think I'd play him.
Yeah.
Game players who don't have a lot of fouls because they cannot be getting those bonus shots there to Eagles. We'll see here though. Sometimes the players with the most fouls are the strongest players, unfortunately.
That's the thing, right? They get fouls because they have a lot of court time and they're right in the middle of the action.
The Eagles have a bonus shot here. Is that because of the penalty?
It is because it's the 5th foul, so regardless of what type of foul it is, the Eagles will get 2 shots every time a foul is called, regardless of where on the Mariners.
And it's Fish. That's pretty scary for the for Fundy. He has a nice shot.
Good for 1,
Perfect.
good for 2.
100% accuracy.
Always kind of funny to see each player's little ritual at the foul line, too. Wong had that kind of little crouch down and the dribble really deep. But it seemed to work. 2 for 2 from the line.
Yeah. It also helps you feel out the ball, kind of know what it's like. Whenever I ever take a shot, which is rarely, but I always had to dribble it, kind of feel like, get that feel for it.
Yeah, I can't say I was ever in that position, but I guess it makes sense. Similar to a serve in volleyball. Not that I was ever in that position either.
Yeah, in volleyball, you'll see a lot of people throw the ball up a couple times, get used to it, just like, all right, this is where I got to hit it.
Everyone's got their own ritual.
Luke Robinson really trying to get that in there, but it's going to be stolen by Fritz. He's going to drive it so close.
Nice work by Cantero.
Back over to Fish. Nice little jump shot. Sadly, that's not going to go in. Again, they seem to do this a lot. Tall players all huddling around, just trying to get it in. Number
Now we've got a
Kenji
foul, I think.
get pushed over.
Yep. Cohen Chase, his third foul. And because of bonus, this will result in some foul shots. And on the board, it does say 11's fourth foul. So maybe we missed one earlier. Cohen Chase, yet another key player for the Mariners. Looks like that was his fourth foul.
That is unfortunate for them.
That certainly is. Yeah, you hate to see a game end because of those kinds of things, right? A close fought game is important.
And again, they're going to have 2 shots here no matter what with the bonus. If they have any more timeouts, I would call it now. Get that figured out.
And Fundy FCA has used 2 of their 3 timeouts in the second half. Fundy, as of yet, has not used any. So we'll see if that changes as the game goes on.
It would be smart to save it for a final push.
I think so. And you know what? 5 minutes in the last quarter, that is a lot of time in basketball. You can get a lot of drives. In the final 3 minutes, that's when I would expect to see a couple more, depending on how the score goes.
50% accuracy for him there on those shots. A total of, I don't know his accuracy on the foul line.
And this time it's Kenne, the guilty party. That can't be right. It's not his fourth. On the board it says his fourth. I don't think that's correct. We've only got 1 here. And, no, he's still out there. Maybe we missed a few from him, too.
Oh, apologies if we did.
Yeah, Delaney McElwain's pretty good on that scoreboard, though. She knows what she's doing, so I'll say we made the mistake. Luke Robertson, dangerous from the three-point line, almost gets one there, but nothing going.
Number Fritz. Cantino with a shot. Gonna miss slightly.
Oh, nice work. Good patience from Kinney. Waiting on that. Babick thought it was going out and pulled up in the last minute, but Kinney was able to reach in, keep that ball in bounds, make a drive, get 2 more points for his squad.
Fish Hong here pushing it up. He's just gonna go for a drive. Pass to Luke Robertson, back to Fish. Going right through the middle. Back to Luke Robertson, but sadly, something's going to be called there. I'm not sure what.
Guilty of a push, I believe.
Oh.
Hanselpacker, Griffin. And looks like his second of the evening. We got fouls every which way right now.
We called it a clean game at the start, didn't we?
Yeah, we did, yeah. Famous
But
last words, I guess.
It's really picked up, especially for Fundy. I think that's something that they need to take away from this game is they need to be a little bit more of clean players. They need to. They're not bad by any means, but they're a little dirty.
Yeah. Well, it can depend on the referees too, kind of who's calling what, and it can be really hard if you go from one game where the refs are kind of letting you play, because in the Fundy Heartland game, refs really did let them play.
Yeah. That too.
Here, they're being a lot more tight.
That's rough for them. Aiden Jones with the ball, going to pass to number 4, to Fritz Cantino. He's going to take a 3-point, almost hit it. Is what it's going to be in White's possession. Number
Fundy
13.
down by 3 right now, so they're going to look for that 3-point shot and a quick equalizer.
Andy Wong with the ball. Number 12 now. Nice shot by Babick. He's been getting those nice, clean paint shots.
Little understated flex there by Babick as he jogged back to his own end in celebration.
Andy Wong with a clean shot, but accidentally travels.
Oh.
That would suck.
Tough break because he was in perfect scoring position.
Perfect clean shot, and then you get that foul called.
Yep.
Fitzcantino back to Aiden Jones. Aiden Jones trying to drive through. Oh, amazing fake out. I am genuinely upset that he didn't get that. That was a beautiful play.
He threaded the needle. First of all, got the pass over 2 defenders, got through 2 more, evaded a poke from the 5th, and then just missed the layup shot to cap it all off. Mid-range shot from Gomez falls short.
Andy Wong now with the ball. Really trying to get that in. He's going to pat. That is going to be a... Not sure what call that was.
Nakwame. Foul was clearly on him, but I have no idea what was called. Something going on away from the ball in the paint. Coaches and players just kind of telling him to shake it off. But that is the 5th foul for the Eagles as well, so we've got bonus.
Shout out to our coaches today. I'm not sure, or not coaches, rather the referees today.
Yep.
They're doing a really good job, like, calling out things I don't even see, and I'm up here in the skybox viewing everything.
Yep, certainly putting in their time. They've made a lot of calls. Eagle-eyed referees. We thank them for making the game possible.
And Wong trying to drive through. Passing. Babic trying to grab a hand of it, but it's going to roll out.
Tough break. Ball misplayed, rolls away, and breaks up FCA's drive. This allows Fundy the counter-attack.
Oh. Aiden Jones is going to push over, or number 4 on the white team.
Was a foul there, or if it was just.
I think he really wanted it to be. He laid down. Yeah. He really tried to play into it.
Waiting for it there, but yeah, nothing going.
Fritz Cantina with the ball here, just going to drive it in. Nice jump shot, very clean. Sadly going to roll out.
From Cantero.
I think that's going to be Blues ball. No, it's White's.
Oh, okay.
Andy Wong.
5-point spread as we come into the final 3 minutes.
Andy Wong with the ball, like always, pushing it in. Andy Wong again with the ball. Passing number 10.
To Lambropoulos.
They're gonna see a lot of that this game. They both have hands on the ball and they go out of the ground trying to tackle it out of each other.
Getting the jump ball in there, Jones and Babic. I think that went on a little later than the whistle. Referee not happy about that. I don't think there's a call, but looked like a stern warning to Jones and especially Babic.
We've seen this happen a lot. We got a really strong player on the line who's really good at passes and some very tall players ready to go in there and get these points.
Yep. And very strong squad out there for FCA right now.
And they're going to switch out for Fish. This is the classic.
Yep. They've got two of their big men in Babic and Kengme. It's Kengme who goes under the net. Can't quite put a shot away, though.
It kind of looked like he also batted it away for some reason.
I think, I think just a misplay. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not.
NJ.
Kengme checking back into the game in the final 3 minutes. He does have 4 fouls, so we got to keep our eye on that.
Fish Wong here. What? Number 14 just checked him pretty much, but no call.
And sorry, at some point, Lorenzo Onana got his 4th foul for FCA. He's on the bench right now, so not an issue to worry about at the moment, but something that could become an issue later.
Fritz with a beautiful pass over 2 defenders on the Eagles. Nice shot. Barely missing.
Taken over. That's the danger of that really aggressive defense. If the team can get the ball over you, you're outnumbered in the defensive zone.
Kenya with the ball here. Pass number 8. And number 12, that's going to be Babic. Dribbling around. Really trying to get that to Andy Wong. To Fish. Fish is going to drive it in. Tall defenders again.
Yep. Blue ball as that goes off the hands.
That goes off the hands of Fish Wong, right?
Yeah, that's right, Fish Wong. So I got some players subbing in and out, so causes a bit of confusion, but I think we're good now.
And if you have anyone who's at 4 fouls, play them now.
Yep. Now is the time to put them in. Final minute and a half. Mariners need 5 to tie it up.
Aiden with the ball. Passes to...
nice passes by Cantero.
So close. They're so close with these. Kenji with the ball. No one to pass to. He's going to pass number 12 there. 12's going to drive in, and that's Babic.
Oh, there's 2 more on the board for Babic. Could have put this game out of reach. Mariners need to score on this drive.
Aiden Jones, they're just trying to drive in. They just need to get those rebounds. And
I think they're going to get a chance here. Oh, and they definitely will. That is the 5th foul on Farrell Kenge. So he's going to be fouled out. He's going to send the Mariners to the line.
That's always unfortunate. With 1 minute left, you don't want that on your record.
Exactly. But at this point now, both coaches get a chance to kind of readjust their players.
If you look here, the fouls on the Eagles aren't that diverse. There's like 4 or 3 players who have most of the fouls.
Yeah, there's Kegney who's just been fouled out Onana's got 4 as well. We'll see who checks in. It could very well be Onana. Plays a similar role under the net, so it may be him who checks in. But it isn't. It's Nakwambi who only has 1 foul, wearing number 4 for FCA. It is technically possible to get 4 fouls in a minute, but I don't think it's something we have to worry too much about.
Number 8, Aiden Jones, is going to go for a point here. Since it's bonus, it's going to be 2 shots.
Yep, and he's good for the first one.
They need this. They really do.
They do. Jones 4 for 6 from the line, counting that final successful shot.
He gets this one, and he has a good track record.
Just bounces out, and FCA can't quite get the rebound.
Andy Wong with the ball, trying to go for that shot. He's going to take for a 3-pointer.
This could put it away.
Bounce right off him. Aiden Jones with the ball.
Out.
Far pass all the way to number 2.
Great C by Jones to Gomez. Gomez with 2 from off the bench.
Now this has become a close game.
Yeah, and now I think we're hearing the Fundy guys call for a foul. If they can foul here, yes, they can give FCA a chance at the line.
Andy Wong to fish home, but that's going to roll out of bounds.
They may get a chance. 35 seconds left on the clock. Fundy down by 4. FCA with the ball in the offensive zone.
Andy Wong to fish home.
Put it away. Ooh.
He's going to take a little bit of a slip there, but he's...
And I think this is where that mop comes in.
I think with so much, not a lot of time left on the game, there's no reason. But if it was like first couple quarters, I think they would have.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, interesting though, because maybe there was some contact I didn't see, but I thought Wong's foot kind of just slipped just because of the...
This is bad.
Yeah.
If he gets any of these, this is bad. And
there's one.
He's a good shooter.
It's a very good shot.
I think he's 100%.
From the line.
Yep.
3 for 3, but still 100%.
That's still a lot. And 4 for 4. That is scary for them, having a player like that on the foul line this far into the game.
Now we've got the timeout called. Fundy's going to have to reach deep into the bag of tricks for this one.
I imagine
6 points down, 30 seconds on the clock. It's
I've seen it.
Impossible.
I've seen it happen. That's only 2 3-pointers.
It is, and the tricky thing is now getting possession back. And this is where you see some of those strategic fouls, where you foul the other team quickly as soon as they get the ball, so they go right to the line, they shoot 2, you hope they miss, and then you get the ball back, and you've only lost a couple seconds to try again.
Maybe that was their play here.
That might have been the play here. The danger is, when you're up against a very strong foul shooting team like FCA, you're running a pretty big risk sending them to the line.
And you never want to foul their best
exactly.
shooter. So.
Fishwong is probably the last player on that FCA roster you want to send to the line.
They're going to have to play all of their players who are at a lot of fouls here. We're probably going to see Chase here. Aiden Jones, definitely. He's been driving.
Oh, yeah. No, we're seeing the strongest possible lineup from both squads out here for all the marbles.
Fitzcantino, I don't think I've seen a second where he hasn't been on.
No, Cantero, he's been playing the whole game, and he's shown some pretty good stamina as well. We've got Cantero, Chase, Hanselpacker, Jones, and I believe that's Kinney on the field for the Mariners. Court, rather. Fishwong, Andy Wong, Lambropoulos, Babic, and Nakwambi for FCA.
They're going to have possession there, but they're going to lose it.
It is Fishwong committing the foul there. Now, this could make things interesting with 27 seconds left. If we take a 6-point lead down to a 4-point lead...
I think that was a purposeful foul.
It may have been.
I honestly do think.
And maybe if he makes them both, it's still a 2-possession game. And then if Fundy can hang on for 24 seconds, that kind of puts them in a really good spot. 27 seconds left. All Fundy needs to do is hang on to the ball. And they're good. Cantero looking to bite into the lead. Give his team some hope.
Nice. This late in the game, you want possession. It's all right if they get a couple points. If you have possession with 20 seconds left,
and you're going to see the Mariners, they might foul as well.
They're getting in their face, playing aggressive, just trying their best. 14 seconds on the clock.
That is White's ball. So
I don't want to count.
5 points, 20 seconds.
Don't want to count my chickens before they hatch, but it looks like...
Nope. There's the foul. Could be intentional. At this point, it's strategic. Cantero, and you know what? I think at this point, Cantero, if he's fouling, I think that's intentional. Dangerous play, though, sending Fish Wong to the line.
Maybe they just want to break his 100%.
Maybe.
And they're not going to.
Not this time, no.
That is a scary player.
Yeah.
Oh, unfortunate
so
for him.
Is broken.
They need 3 points here, and they know it as they're shooting from the 3 line. Piscantino's going to try. He just needs to hold onto the ball. He wins this.
Just asking to let the ball be held.
Amazing game.
Yep.
Not the cleanest, but...
No, and I don't think these teams have any love lost between them. Definitely a very chippy game there towards the end. But you know what? A hard-fought game, a competitive game.
This is
the
a
kind
game
of game you want to see as a neutral spectator.
This is a game where rivalries are created. There is
definitely
some players eyeing up each other.
It definitely could be. I don't know where these teams play in terms of a league, but these teams might see each other later. I don't think Harvey's going to see either one of them. FCA might be single A. Fundy definitely double A.
Did Fundy lose to the other team?
Fundy did lose to Heartland, yes.
And all right.
And FCA lost to Harvey, so yep. Here's Mike Fletcher on the awards for player of the game.
Who do you think is going to win this one? I don't know. I think it's, Aiden Jones played an amazing game. I'm surprised by that, honestly.
I mean, there's a lot of players who had great games for both sides. Bobbitt was really dangerous in the paint, drew a lot of fouls, which ended up being one of the major...
Now that you mentioned that, yes, Babbitt was awesome at getting people to foul him, which is what you want in a team that is close to getting
fouls.
And close to getting fouled out.
Exactly. So good hard-fought game from both teams. We'll take a 15-minute break, but don't go away. We have the gold medal matchup. The Harvey Lakers take on the Heartland Huskies. That's coming up in about 15 minutes. Thanks so much for tuning in. Big thanks to Austin Jameson, Ashton Little, and Jay Gillette helping out behind the camera. Thanks to you, Kevin.
No problem.